Hi. So in the last lesson, we looked at products and we added a product, and I also uploaded a product feed from a distribution partner. So before we jump on to collections, which is going to be the next session, I wanted to just say a few things about products. One of the biggest mistakes that I see with people starting their own websites first time around is that they manage to get a product file from a wholesaler or a drop shipper, some other partner, some other content from somewhere, and they import it into their site and they never touch it. So remember that you think about it, if a wholesaler or a drop shipper has put out a product file, that product file has probably been used by hundreds, if not thousands, of online merchants, and those products exist on the internet. Now, it's not a problem that those products exist everywhere because you're going to be building up your own brand. But it is a problem if you're using duplicate content, if your content is exactly the same as everyone else's. And I can guarantee to you that 99% of the people using that product file have never changed anything. So I am going to implore you at this point that if you've taken a product file and you're inputting it into your website now, or when you get to do this for real, when you launch your first real store and you're not just doing a training store, please go in and change every product that you. It's better to have 100 products that are unique than have 1,000 products that are all duplicate and all over. So let's have a look at how to do that. So let's go into this one here. Okay, so the product title, this particular wholesaler, actually drop shipper, has put the vendor name on the end of the title of the product. We've already got the vendor name stored over here in vendors. We don't need it up here, so that can go straight away. And then let's reword this. So this is a metal 11-inch nativity with a star design. Okay, so let's change it, metal wall art 11-inch featuring a nativity scene and a star design. It basically doesn't really matter, you make it up, you make it, as long as it's a fair reflection of what you're selling. So let's grab that because I want to use that somewhere else. Now, I'd also do the same to the description. Really important, change the description around a little bit. You might want to put, if you know what the domain name of your store is going to be when it's finished, in this case, I'm going to call it haitiancrafts.com or haitiancrafts.org. You might want to put in there, that domain name somewhere in there. That helps make it really exclusive so that no one else can use exactly the same thing. But let's go down here. We got this image. It'd be great if we could insert some of our own images. That usually means buying one of the products off the wholesaler to take your own photos. That's great if you can do it. I understand that most people can't, but the least we can do is add some alt tag text to it. I'm just put the title in there. Okay, and then down the very bottom here, we've got this stuff that's been created for the search engine, and we definitely want to change that. So we want to we want to change the product title. We want to change the description, and we also want to change the handle so that it's our own handle. These are the sort of things that Google's looking at. Okay. So we also, it's okay. Now the other thing we want to do is we want to add some, while we're in here, we want to add some, well, what we don't want to change. Let's look at what we don't want to change. We do not want to change the SKU code because that SKU code is what we're going to be using to order the product off the distribution partner when we sell one. We do not want to change the barcode because barcodes are issued uniquely for each product by the manufacturer. Okay. The other thing we do not want to change, unless we know any different, is the weight. We assume that the distribution partner who has the product in their hand knows the weight. Okay, so later on in the next session, we're going to be doing some collections. In order to do collections, we're going to want to add some tags because that's how I'm going to do my collections. There are many ways to do collections, but this is the way that most people do it most of the time. So I'm going to add the tag Haiti because this product comes from Haiti. This tag is about 11-inch, so this qualifies as small in the scheme of things for this particular set of product. It's a nativity. Okay, that should do me. I'm going to save that. Okay, so that's editing a product that is being created through a product file. I also want to show you a little trick because I understand that editing all these products is time consuming, right? So let's just take, I don't know, angels, for example. Do a search and you'll get up, all the angels will appear here. Okay, everything featuring an angel, anything with the word angel in its product title, basically. So let's select all of these and then let's add some tags to these on bulk. Okay, we know that all of these come from 80. We know that all of these have angels in them. Um, most of them are tabletop, but I'm not sure that all of them are. No, there's some wall art down there, so I'm going to leave that. But that'll do me for now. There's some other stuff that we can do on bulk as well. So we can edit these products. And then here we can choose the fields that we want in place. So we've got the title, we've got the SKU, we've got the price. I'm not going to change those here, so I'm going to get rid of the SKU because I'm not going to change that. So we've got title, page title, which is part of my SEO down the bottom of the page. And let's add something else. Let's add the tags in there. Okay, so now you can see in this sort of almost like a spreadsheet type format, you can now click around and edit these things at will. Okay, one thing to note, and I'll show you here because I don't want these H's, you can actually do this on bulk as well. You can drag this down to here, and now anything you change in this one is changing on all of these. Okay, one thing to note, now it's saying that all of these are subject to being changed. They have been edited. If I was to go back to products here, those changes would be lost. Okay, if I click save, you'll notice when I click save, they're going to save one by one. If I've saved 50 changes or something like that, that's going to take a minute or two to save. And if you navigate away from this page during that save process, the work will be lost. Okay, so you have to be patient. You click save and you wait for those ticks to come all the way down to all of your saves, and you wait for the sort of box at the bottom to tell you that everything's saved. Okay, so that's how you can edit stuff on bulk. And I just want to reiterate, it is critical that you do not have duplicate contact. When somebody provides you with a data file, it is typically that data file has been used by hundreds, if not thousands of other merchants. Do not just use it as it is. Okay, next lesson we're going to look at collections. So before that, to continue your project a little bit, you can make sure you've got a reasonable number of products. It doesn't have to be, the couple of hundred that I've got using a product file, but at least sort of 10 products in there so that you can do some navigation with you can do some collections first and then we'll do navigation further down the road.